There is this little kid who goes to his mom and he wants to complain to his mom about his younger brother. And he says, "Mom, this one is not giving me my toy." And then mom tells him, "Well, isn't he your younger brother? So if he's playing with this toy, why don't you play with this toy?" And then that little one plays happily with this different toy and feels joyful. And our mind is like this little kid. If we really start to understand who we are and start talking to ourselves, we really, really understand that it's very easy to talk to our own selves, console our own self. And this self, when I say self, it's very important to understand who this self is. And those of you who have been listening to meditations, classes with Manhattan Meditation Center at Brahma Kumari's, by now you understand the true meaning of the self. I believe so. And for those who don't yet, when we say self, it means we are talking about our true self, our true identity. Spirituality says that who I am is not this bodily being, but who I am is the being of light who is present at the center of this forehead, sitting in this body, driving this body. But that's what who I am truly. We call it as soul, spirit, being of light, life force. And mind is a faculty of this true self. And just like this being of light, our true identity, true self is not visible to these eyes. And so mind, which is like a faculty of this true self, is of course, we can't see it with our eyes, right? Do we ever say, "Oh, I see my mind"? No, right? We understand it, we experience it. The thoughts are created, we can't see them. But when I think and I'm talking using this mouth, then you hear, right? Then others can hear. So when we understand who I am, this true being, the true self, being of light, it's very important to understand how I am truly. What's my nature? What are my innate qualities? And the innate qualities of self are of peace, happiness, love, joy. That's who I am. Innately, that's my natural nature. But over the period, we forget who we are. And then we try to find these peace, happiness, love, and joy outside. But what we look for outside is actually within us already. already in there. And that's why actually we like peace, right? Is there anyone who says that I like peacelessness or I don't like to be happy? At least I have not seen anyone who says that. In fact, to my experience so far, everyone is really looking for that peace and happiness. That's our ultimate goal. So this self-talk is really a very, very beautiful tool to console ourselves. The tool that we can use in our day-to-day life, right? For example, if this is like a middle of the day, and think about it, like what has happened since morning until now. And is there, if there is something that I am not feeling good about, then talk to yourself. What is that that's happening to you? Meaning, talk to yourself that what is that that is happening to me? What is that that I am looking for? And if there is something that, any situation, right? For example, if something happens, if you are in office, someone says something to you which you don't like, and if you ask yourself, okay, why I am feeling not so good, or why I am feeling unhappy? And the answer might come, well, this one said this to me. Okay, fine. But even if the other person says this to me, I cannot be unhappy, because who I am naturally is I am a happy soul, happy being of light. And if that other person has said this, then that person is playing its own part or role. If there is something that is creating peacelessness in mind, then talk to yourself. If there is something, if there is something that you are looking for, like physical thing from someone, say for example, I am expecting a nice flowers from my colleague or my friend, and I'm not getting that, and I feel sad about it. These little things, right? You observe yourself and think what causes that internal imbalance. And so if there are those flowers that I'm expecting and I'm not getting, so talk to yourself. Okay, what is that is causing that peacelessness? Okay, I'm not getting this from this person, those flowers. Well, but what would happen if I get those flowers? I will feel happy, would be my answer, right? And but why do I need to depend on something else to be happy when I myself, I am a happy being of light? And I know I'm really giving these some examples that I'm able to think of right now, but try and experiment with this tool. It's a very, very, very powerful. And maybe what we can do is, for next few minutes, let us go into that experience of that true self. That, what is that? How does that experience, when I am in that true self-respect, I am in that awareness of who I am? Okay, let us experience that. So sit comfortably. wherever you are, at home, in office, anywhere, in park. If possible, sit comfortably. And ask yourself, who am I? I am a beautiful being of light. I'm not this body. I am not the physical thing that can be seen using these eyes. I am a point of light, a soul, life force, which is sitting at the center of the forehead, behind these eyes. And peace is my natural nature. I am innately peaceful being of light. I'm innately happy being of light. Loveful. I don't need to find peace, happiness, and love outside. With the eye of a mind, try and visualize this beautiful star at the center of the forehead. Radiating peace. Radiating happiness. Just try and feel that stillness, peace, and happiness. Thank you. And for the rest of your day, try and experiment with this awareness. Create this awareness of who I am in between, and talk to yourself.